Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you a short tutorial on how to draw portraits. Okay, so whenever we start looking at portraits, the first thing you want to keep in mind is, yes, everybody is different. However, everybody has the same basic structures that you start with. And the first thing you want to start with is a circle for the head. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up a picture. First thing that we want to start with is the circle, a circle for the head. Now, the head itself on a human body, it's not really a perfect circle. There's cheekbones, there's a chin, there's everything like that that you have to consider. But to start off, you always want to break everything down into basic shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start and show you that. The basic shape that you want to start with is a circle. And how you draw a circle is you just hold down your pencil and you go over it several times and it creates a circle. And you use the best lines out of that to create your circle. So you can see there's a circle there. Now the circle is going to be from the top of the head around here through the cheekbones. And that creates a circle. Next, what you want to do is you want to look at the chin area and decide where exactly the chin comes down to. So we're going to come down here and we're going to draw a triangle about down like that right there. And this is not going to be perfect. This is going to look like an alien for a little bit. And that's because no one has a perfect circle head. But this is the basic structure. So what we have here, we have the top of the head curved down to the chin with a triangle. So top of the head, circle right there, cheekbones going down to the chin. From here, we want to divide our face right down the middle. And this is the basic structure of every human face. From here, we can break everything down into something known as the rule of halves. And the rule of halves is very simple. This right here is what is known as one head, or one head height. Using this, you can determine how tall a person is in an artwork. You can determine all the facial structures and everything. So this is one head, top of the head to the chin. So from the top of the head down to the chin, if you imagine about midway down through here, which would be right about here, halfway from the top of the head to the bottom of the chin is where the eyes are. So that is 1/2 is eyes. Okay, that is the line where your eyes are going to rest. Now let's jump down here and make another line. Halfway from the eye line to the bottom of the chin, so halfway, right about there, that is going to be the bottom of the nose. So half of that is nose. Then we're going to take this line and we're going to go halfway down through the chin again. So from the bottom of the nose to the chin, boom, halfway. That's going to be the bottom of the lip. So halfway again is lip. Now once we have that structure, you already know where everything is placed at on the face. We are now going to put the eyes in. Distance between the eyes is actually the same distance as the eyes. So if you were to draw a box around the eye, that box is going to be the same distance from the other eye. We can draw where we think approximately the distance between the eyes are. We can then measure that distance, and we know that the eye stretches from there to there. So there's your eyes. So we know where the eyes are going to be placed at. Now let's look and see where the nose is. The nose, the corner of the nose, actually lines up with the corners of the eyes. And if we draw a line down through here, and we just kind of imagine, we know that the nose stretches from there to there, because that is the bottom of the nose. We already predetermined that. So we're going to curve that up like that, and then we have the nostril right here, and a nostril right here. There's our nose. For the eyes, they're very simple. Draw little football shapes for now. And let's look at the lips. Center of the eye lines up with the corner of the mouth. So we have the nose that lines up with the corner of the eye. The center of the eye lines up with the mouth. So if we were to imagine a line coming down through here, and since this is the bottom of the lip, we can imagine that the mouth would be right about here. Bottom of the lip curves up like that. We have the top of the lip over here. And yes, this looks like an alien. But this right here is the same basic structure for every single person on planet Earth. From here, all we have to do, we erase our lines that we don't need, and we try and make it match up with the person that we are drawing. So everybody is going to be a little bit different, but everyone has the same basic structure. For instance, no one's going to have a perfectly circular head like this. Instead, most people, the head comes in, curves down into the eyes like that, curves out to the cheekbones, and then curves around down to around the chin. Now you notice I went outside of that line. I went inside of this line. It doesn't matter. Those were basic shapes. That's it. Using that sets up the foundation for you to actually draw everything else. A lot of my students ask me, what about the eyebrows and the hairline? Hairline's easy. It's the rule of halves. Halfway between your eyes and the top of your forehead, that's where your hairline is. Now your hair does not stick flat down on your head. It kind of raises up a little bit. Otherwise you'd look like you have hat head. Eyebrows, halfway in between that. So this is whenever your eyebrows are completely raised up. This is where it's relaxed. This is when they're really down and they're mad. Rule of halves. And that's it. That is the basic structure for every single human face. Your task for today, I want you to try and draw this. Try and draw this. Try and use this basic structure. And I want you to look up some pictures of people or look at the person that you're sitting across from in the classroom. And I want you to try to draw that person. Try to draw 2 or 3 of these just so you can get used to doing the circle and going down and doing the triangles and things like that, lining up where everything's going to be at. It's really a practice mode for this. Now, in the next lesson, we're actually going to be focusing on really drawing people, and then that's going to jump into a tutorial on making this look like the actual person. Okay, so thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this lesson.